It's such a joke. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to change the title. I just put B. Which one would B? Exactly. There's nothing wrong with B. That's what it was. 90. Once I reach level 50, it'll be at 92. People, once I reach level 90, I'm at level 50. It'll be a 92 overall. People that know me, that's how I I'm level 49. Is my mic in? For real?
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. For the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Runs through the contact, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll wait to throw on 2nd. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now whale throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now it's Elway. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw is Elway. Call that a loss of... Five yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Gone! 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 All right, here we go.
Now it's Elway. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you... Six.
Face back, 2. Alpha, Alpha. Right 20. Right 20.
Vick operating on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. 5 finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, Vick eluding the pressure right. Pass for 20. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tim Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. On first down, Elway. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jurrell Casey in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Elway. He'll rifle this one. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now, Elway on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes. Down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Anthony Barr able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They fake the give. Newton sliding out of the pocket. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball down.
And look here. It's an opening drive fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Here's Newton now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there from 4 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
This time, Elway will throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now Elway on the crossing route, complete. It's Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice, and when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. Well, let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who is contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
Elway to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Elway. On target over the middle to Hill. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Elway. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10, Elway. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why some...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Newton now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Josh Jones in on the stop. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. On second down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Newton, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Third and long, it's Newton. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run it.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Green 39.
From the shotgun, Elway. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's Elway to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's Newton. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. Spinning again. And this will be a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Fighting through. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air. Elway after the pick six. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now Williams. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set.
Out of the gun. Elway. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On first down, Elway. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Elway looking to pass again. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elites just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bullock, Green with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go now. Boom, landed!
Back to throw. Bullock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Harris has it over the middle. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. On first down, Bullock. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Bullock. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On third down, Bullock. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Back to throw. Bullock. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A big-time sack there on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Now Elway to throw. Evans has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, now look at 56.
From the gun, it's Elway. Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Elway on first down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he will have a touchdown. Julian Edelman, 32 yards. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 63 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Elway will throw. Steps it, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it with Williams. And it's a touchdown. Ricky Williams taking it in. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
This time, Elway will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Elway. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. Flush to his right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Elway on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Elway to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown! Jerry Rice, 58 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now it's Elway. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, it's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back now in Los Angeles, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Elway. And the pressure gets to him again. Larry Ogunjobi in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And that is incomplete here. Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And Bullock will put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
2 toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Being chased out left. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Throwing now is Elway. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Elway. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.